Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here today. Today's video is gonna be my April wrap-up, and in April I read a short story collection, a poetry collection, a few novels, and graphic novels too. So it was really good reading month for me, and I'm so glad I could manage to find the time to read this much. Yeah. Well, let's get started. Okay, so first one is Her Body and Other Parties by Carmen Machado. This is a collection of creepy yet beautiful short stories, and I love it. I love it, and especially Real Women Have Bodies, 8 Bites and The Resident. These are my favorite stories in this book, and I want to kind of introduce my favorite passage from the story called The Resident, and I'm looking for that part now. Yeah, I found it. Okay, so here, you were a resident of this place. Yes, not really. Of course, you were a visitor, but whereas visitor suggests leaving at the end of the night and driving out in the darkness, resident means that you set up your electric kettle and will be staying for a while, but also that you are a resident of your own thoughts. You have to find them, be aware of them, but once you located your thoughts, you never had to drive away. This is beautiful, and it really makes me kind of think about my own thoughts. Like, it's just, I love them. I love it so much. It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so the next one is The Seventh Husband of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I will never ever stop loving this masterpiece. I've wanted to read this book for a quite long time, and I actually got this book last year, but I didn't read it. Anyway, I read this book last month in April, and I love it so much. Okay, so the story is about Evelyn Hugo, obviously. Well, it says reclusive Hollywood icon Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses unknown magazine reporter Monique Grant to write her story, no one is more astounded than Monique herself. Determined to use this opportunity to jumpstart her career, Monique listens in fascination. From making her way to Los Angeles in the 1950s to leaving show business in the 80s, and of course, the 7 husbands along the way. Evelyn unspools a tale of ruthless ambition, unexpected friendship, and a great forbidden love. But as Evelyn's story nears its conclusion, it becomes clear that her life intersects with Monica's own in tragic and irreversible ways. Sorry. Well, this book made me happy, sad, cry. Well, actually, when I was reading the very last part of this book, it was like 2 in the morning, and I was literally sobbing like a baby. I am truly captivated by Evelyn Hugo, and I will keep thinking about her and those people who are loved by her from time to time for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life. I don't know why I said it twice, but okay. Well, I'm not exaggerating. I will do it. Yeah, it's so perfect, and I really love this book so much. Okay, so the next one is Call Us What We Carry, a poetry collection by Amanda Gorman. Well, her poems are really powerful and beautiful. They are about war, about the pandemic, about the earth, the environment. I think it's something we find it difficult to talk about sometimes, things like that. Well, but she really puts into beautiful words. She shows us the power of poems, and I love them so much. Well, I want to kind of read my favorite part of my two favorite poems in this book, and first one is another nautical. We like the water, forget nothing, forgo everything. Words also like the water are a type of washing. Through them we cleanse ourselves of what we are not. That is to say, words are how we are moored and unmoored. Let us rouse and roar, like the ancient beast we are. Second one is war. Why is it good? The body is a walking chaos of meat and bones. Death and injuries in armed conflicts are called casualties. Casual meaning by chance or accident. But bloodshed in war is no misfire. Perhaps casualty means that war itself is the accident, unmistakably a mistake, or big, fat, bloody whoops. Okay, so the next one is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I just can't help but smile. It was so good, and holy moly, steamy as hell. Yeah. Well, anyway, I honestly didn't think that I was gonna enjoy this book as much as I actually did, because last year this book was really, really huge, especially on TikTok, and I saw a lot of posts on Instagram as well. Well, anyway, it was really fun reading this book, and I enjoyed it. I love it. It was fun. So the story is basically about Olive Smith, a PhD student, and Adam Carlson, young professor at the university she's studying at, working at. And it's a fake relationship to real lover kind of story. And yeah, well, Adam's character is really difficult. I mean, he is kind of antagonistic, mean, but like he can be also like protective and sweet. So it's kind of impossible to hate him, you know. And Olive's character, I mean, she's trying to be a real scientist, and it's not easy for her. I mean, it's not easy for women scientists because like they need to prove their abilities to everyone around them just because they're not men. So kind of her anxiety, frustration, like they're like it's so understandable and kind of relatable as well. Yeah. Well, anyway, it just makes me so happy thinking about this book. Adam and Olive, they are so adorable, perfect each other. I love them so much. I ship them. Yeah. Okay, so the next and the last one is Heartstopper. From volume 1 to volume 4, it's a graphic novels by Alice Oseman, and there is a live action, adaptation show on Netflix now, and I actually watched the show first. Honestly, I wanted to be the girl, like, I actually read books first, but I didn't, so, well, you know. Anyway, when you find a great movie or show, like, you wanna read original work too, right? That's what I did. So from volume 1 to 4, I absolutely love them. They're so perfect. I just love them so, 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 so much. Nick and Charlie, Darcy and Tala. Well, Okay, the story is basically about Charlie, a boy who is already out as a gay, and a Nick, who seemed like he is really straight, but Nick and Charlie became friends, and as the story goes, they kind of realized their feelings. I mean, Charlie kind of likes Nick for quite a long time, but Nick kind of realized his feelings for Charlie, and oh my gosh, this is not really kind of friend way. Oh, like in a romantic way, and so there's a story about Nick like figuring out what he is, like his sexuality. And so Nick's coming out story is really nice. It's really amazing. It made my heart melt, made me happy, cry, but happy cry. Um, it's really amazing. It's really amazing to read the story. It gives me comfort. It gives me hope. You know. But after like they got together, like officially boyfriends, kind of self-harm, eating disorders, things like mental illnesses are depicted clearly. Like especially in the volume 4, and because like volume 4 is more focused on a Charlie's mental illness, but that's not it. Because like as Oseman showed us how Nick and Charlie have been through together, and moving toward the recovery of Charlie's mental illness. So it's not really depressing all the time. Of course, there's some part of the story that is like kind of hard to read because it's hard. And I myself have had a kind of depression, stress kind of things before, like especially 2 years ago, like when the COVID-19 pandemic began and everything kind of changed. And so I had I've had like taken therapy sessions, counseling before, and like at first it was a little hard for me to talk to someone, but it really helped me a lot. It really, yeah, like it worked for me. Anyway, I think it's really important. It's really meaningful to touch this kind of serious topics because like it can help raise awareness and give support to those who are suffering with it. Yeah, so well, I myself, I mean, I'm so glad that I watched the show on Netflix. I'm so glad that I read books, and Heartstopper is now really important to me, and I'm so grateful that Alice Oseman, create this beautiful story. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. Well, anyway, these books are the books that I read in April 2022, and it was, yeah, as I said, it was really good reading month for me. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you have any current read recommendation or anything like that, leave a comment below. So hope you like this video and hope to see you in the next one. Bye!